This is a sizing video on the New Balance 880 V12 and the New Balance 1080 V12. I found this sale last week, and so I bought one of these in 11.5, and it arrived yesterday. So I did a comparison with the 1080 V12 in my normal size 11.5, and also the 1080 V10. Now, the 1080 V10 is about 1/4 of an inch shorter than the 1080 V12 and about 1/4 of an inch narrower than the 1080 V12. So if a 1080 V10 fits you well, and I assume the 1080 V11 is the same, then the 1080 V12 would feel big. For me, the 1080 V10 is tight, so the 1080 V12 is perfect. So there's some pretty good sales on the 880 V12 right now, and supposedly the 880 V12 is bigger than the 880 V10s and V11s. So I only bought one because I was curious as to the size differences. So what I found is that the 880 V12 is about 1/8 of an inch shorter and 1/8 of an inch narrower than the 1080 V12. So the 880 V12 is in between the 1080 V10 and the 1080 V12. My understanding is that the 880 V13 goes back to the sizing on the V10s and the V11s, so they may be smaller. So if the it seems like if the V10 and V11 are too small for you, then the V12 of both the 880 V12 and the 1080 may be big enough for you. If not, then you can size up. Now, right now, they only have, normally take a 4E 11.5. They only have the 12, 12.5, and 13 for sale. So I might get a 12. The 11.5, which is my normal size, was just a little bit snug. And what I do when shoes are snug is I use thinner socks. But if I got a 12, I could use any of my socks. The downside in getting a 12 is that it would probably be 1/8 of an inch longer than I would ideally like, but it's all that they have in the sale. The normal price on these is $135, so it is a pretty good sale. I could also wait a year, and these will probably be $50 a year from now. But the question is, well, I have enough shoes already to last until the end of the year, but I really wanted to give these a try just because I might buy more of these in the future. So the 880 V12 is about 1 inch shorter and 1 inch narrower than the 1080 V12. The 1080 V12 is about the same as the Fresh Foam More V3, which is also a big shoe. I have not tried the More V4, but I may go to a store to give that a shot too. So this is just a comparison if you're looking at sizing information for these shoes.